Hola, buenos días. Soy Nico.
This is why I don't like the internet. The internet is so unserious. Like, the internet is not real. Like, why y'all so mad? All I said was that I wish my girl looked like Cooking with Kaya. That's all I said. And then all of a sudden, y'all telling her to love herself and leave. Like, y'all always trying to tear a successful black man down. Like, that's not what I said. And we both laughing at this whole situation because at the end of the day, she not going nowhere. So we good. But y'all on social media with y'all little think pieces trying to make it seem like I'm the bad person or not, all because I said that cooking with Kaya or whatever her name is attractive, more attractive than her. That's all I said. That's all I said. And y'all sitting here making it seem like I'm the bad guy again.
And today we are here to start off another wonderful week's worth of content. Well, yes. Nico, this is about to be a lengthy video. This is some of the messiest stuff I've seen in a long time. But before we get started, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive videos, weekly live streams, and be a part of the live streams where we have multifaceted conversations with a varied panel with various topics depending on the week. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in. Speaking of Patreon, the Patreon exclusive will be going over Moonji Leo getting jumped in Houston. Nico, who is Moonji Leo? If you do not know, there's a slight backstory because a few months ago to last year, he put out pictures showing that he was putting the pause on his boyfriend, Keanu, Papi Keanu, or something like that. And there was an entire fallout from there where he basically DM'd me saying, "Oh, that wasn't DV. I just got into a little altercation with my man. This is nothing big." The man had lumps across his face, black eyes, all that. Point is, I actually ran into him that weekend, but I'll go deeper into the story on Patreon. But now let's get on to last video's comment. Timothy came out as money hungry. This is over the Timothy Champagne video, and actually, I agree with you. This is all based for money. He's not actually gay, as we stated in those videos, and I'm glad everybody watched those videos fully. Slightly disappointed that after 3 to 4 years on YouTube, maybe 2, I don't know how long I've actually been doing this, all my videos have been mostly centered around black and brown people because I've wanted that to be the focal point of my content, seeing as how I don't see a lot of people talking about that on here. And it kind of gagged me. It not even kind of, it fully gagged me that my 2 highest viewed videos are about a white straight man. Nico, it has hit 100K views on the first one and 70K on the second one. Do I need to diversify? Let me know if y'all want me to switch it up, because if that's where the money ends, show me the money. Girl, if y'all want me to talk about some white men, I will do that. Just say that in the comments. I will go full force. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get started. This is going to be a DL love story gone wrong. Nico, I will give you a brief synopsis as best I can before I insert each video, because there's 3 in total where the bulk of the story is told, follow-up questions that were asked were told, and then the final follow-up questions that were asked. So I will give you a brief synopsis before each video, then I'll let it play. Just know, those of you that have been begging and crying and screaming for long-form content, you're about to get a video. You're about to get a video. But now let's get started. This is between 2 people, one called Bacardi.Red and the other called Pre. I will simply shorten it to Bacardi and Pre. I actually like the name Bacardi, not just because I like to drink. Now, Bacardi essentially is a masculine gay man who was living life on his own, where he eventually came across somebody who he knew from around the neighborhood who was casually sleeping on school buses because he did not have a place to stay, called Pre. From there, they began a friendship, and Pre began to live with Bacardi. And slowly, over time, they began to fall in love. Nico, I know, a true struggle love DL man story. But from there, it continued to intensify because Pre acknowledged that he would not be able to stop hooking up with women and being involved with women if they were to get together, because he ain't never been with no man before and that's just what he's comfortable with. So, Bacardi, who was 22 at the time, and Pri, who was 20, came to the understanding that Pri would have free reign to still go after women while they were together. But the one rule was that he had to protect himself to protect Bacardi and their union. He ain't do that. Nico, the 9 years they were together, Pri ended up having 2 babies on Bacardi, while Bacardi was the only one working, was the only one cleaning, was the only one cooking. And you might be sitting back thinking, for 9 years, you cooked, cleaned, and worked, and that man just sat on the sofa driving around your car. What did he give you? He gave me some good loving. He gave me some good loving, and I love that man with all my being. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, all right, we move. But after he had 2 babies on him, they were still together and they were still going strong until one day, he got a phone call. Nico, somebody came to him as another woman. Well, man, because a gay man called Bacardi's phone middle of the night saying, yo, man, that you love so much, that you take care of, that you so down for, he cheating on you, baby. He cheating on you, not only with women, but with men. Bacardi said that he was familiar with women calling his phone playing this game because, quite frankly, he was sleeping around with women. But he never thought he would do the same thing to him, but with men. So from there, I know this is a lot. From there, he then received over 200 screenshots and read them from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. before he went into work. Imagine reading screenshots that the man that you've been together with for 9 years, that had 2 babies on you, that you've been taking care of, that you've been paying the bills, cooking for, because you was going to do all that anyway. You might as well just do it for your man. You find out that your man is secretly escorting. Nico! Nico here. I just want to reemphasize, you don't understand how sick I would be if I found all that out and then I had to go clock into an 8-hour shift. Oh, it would be up for you. Yeah, Pri was secretly escorting, not only to women, but most of his interactions, over 130 bodies, were from trans women and gay men. And from there, Bacardi's sitting there confused, going, I don't get it. What do you mean? I let you be with women. Why would you cheat on me with everybody under the sun? And he even said, I don't understand how you would do me like this when I've taken bullets for you. Nico, what do you mean? He said, I ride for my man. I defend him, to the point when somebody was going off about him, I actively combated them and said, hey, don't talk about my man like that. And he shit gets sticky with that blicky. Nico, he shot me 5 times, 1 through the arm, 1 inch from the heart, 1 in the shoulder. I'm just sitting here like, you took a bullet? Not just 1, but 5 for a man? And you know what the icing on the cake was? Apparently, Pri came back and said, they don't even mean nothing. Get shot every day, B. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I would have to take you out. If I got hit 5 times for you, and you told me it happens every day, B, ain't nothing special about that. Why you think I treat you different? Oh, okay. So from there, he confronted him again, and apparently not only he was messing with the tricks, but he also said that he was messing with his gangbanging homies. Nico, he said he's a real street dude. I didn't expect this. They all married. They all have kids, but they all coming together in a tenderly way behind closed doors. So I'm about to play y'all that video. Then I will give you a brief synopsis of the second video, and then we'll go balls rolling into that one. Let's go.
All right, so for y'all that's just watching this for the first time, I'm about to fill y'all in on what's going on. I made a previous video yesterday explaining how I was dating this DL guy that I met 9 years ago through a mutual friend, and nothing wasn't going on, you get what I'm saying? And I don't even know if the guy was like doing anything at the time, because like we both were young. He's a little bit younger than me, but we both were young, so I don't know. But he explained to me how he was going through the situation at home and he was getting put out And he was currently sleeping on school buses in our neighborhood. Now, mind you, I live in the South. It's summertime. It get hot here. So I'm feeling bad for the dude, and I invite him like to stay with me for a little while until he could get himself together, or his people will let him come back. So he agrees to it. He moved in that same day. He's staying there. I'm the only one that's working. I'm the only one that's cooking. I'm the only one that's cleaning. But I don't have a problem with it because I was doing it before he came. That's just something that has to be done. So through time, he's still there. He's not making an attempt to get a job. He's not doing nothing. And at this point, I'm now washing this man's clothes. I'm paying this man's cell phone bill. If I'm not cooking, I'm buying his food. I'm making sure he's good. So like we're technically in a relationship, but not a sexual relationship. So I started to get a crush on him, and I expressed to him how I feel. So through time, we get into a relationship. Everything is good. I couldn't ask for a better person. So I'm still the only one cooking, cleaning, working, paying the bills. Now I'm buying his clothes, buying my clothes, paying his cell phone bill, paying my cell phone bill. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that he liked females, and we had a conversation, and I agreed, you know what I'm saying, that he could mess with females as long as he protect himself, keep himself safe, and keep me safe. Even though I didn't want to do it, that's how much I liked the dude at the time. So through time, he's still there. My feelings get deeper. Now I fall in love with the dude. Two kids come up. He already had 2 kids prior to our relationship, 2 different baby mamas. And when I met him, he was 19. And now you have 2 more kids on me. They let me know that you're not using protection. I was hurt. I got over it. Didn't kick them out, didn't like argue or nothing. Like, it's over with. There's nothing I could do about it. I still remain the same person that I was or whatever. So, boom. We still together, things going good, and now I'm not having to worry about the infidelity. At least I thought I didn't have to worry about the infidelity. Like, I'm going to work, I'm coming home. Soon as I hit the door, he's at the door. Like, we are cuddled up on the couch watching movies all day, every day. We going on dates to the movies. We going out to eat. We going on little shopping sprees. I am buying all of this man clothes, sneakers. Like, I am doing everything that I can do to keep this man happy. I'm not arguing. I'm not complaining. Not telling this man to get out and get a job or nothing. Like, I'm doing it, and this stuff is hard. You get what I'm saying? Trying to maintain, and I'm doing it. And I'm doing it for the both of us. So, boom, here we are, 9 years later. This man still lives with me on and off. We went through a little separation for about a year whenever he had his last child, and we ended up getting back together. He ended up moving back in with me. So during that year that we were separated, I don't know what he was doing. I don't really care what he was doing because we wasn't together. But at the same time, like, boom, we get back together. Everything is perfect. Like, I don't even have a suspicion that this guy is doing anything. Like, I'm feeling like everything is perfect. While I'm at work, he's texting me, he's calling me. When I get home, he's already home. Like, he don't leave the house, he don't club, do nothing. I'm assuming that he's not doing nothing. So about 2 days ago, I started getting phone calls real late at night, like around close to 3 o'clock in the morning. I finally answered my phone, and there's somebody playing on my phone that apparently like slept with him, and it's a guy. So I'm not really believing it just because this guy's a street guy, like he's a gang member, and I'm like, nah, you just playing on my phone, like, you know what I'm saying? Because his family know about me, and a few of his friends know about me, kids know about me, all of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a secret, so I'm like, all right, this a gay dude that heard about us, and he being funny or whatever. Maybe he tried to talk to me, or maybe he tried to talk to him, or whatever the case may be. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know my man. All right, bet. So he like, oh, I'm about to send receipts. I'm like, all right, show me. That's the only way I'm going to believe you. Y'all, When I tell y'all this man sent receipts, like I get over 200 screenshots. Like I just get so many messages, like they just flooding, they keep coming. It was 2:00 in the morning. Y'all, I did not go to sleep. None. I stayed up until 5:00 that next morning reading stuff. That's how many text messages it was. And I went straight to work after then. So boom. This man the whole time out here from February to now prostituting, selling his body. From February to now, this man has slept with over 130 people. 90% of them being transsexuals and men. And he's still sleeping with females. So not only is you putting your life in danger, you putting my life in danger, and you putting all of these females' life in danger that don't know about you. So boom, I try to contact him. I don't get nothing. I don't hear nothing. So I'm like, yeah, like, don't even worry about coming back here. This man did not apologize. This man didn't do nothing. You know what this man did? This man went to another man's house. Crushed me. So all right, bet. I make a video yesterday, and like I name dropped, and for those that didn't see the video yesterday, his name is Preyonde Offord. He goes by Pre. He goes by Heartbreak Pre on TikTok or Uncle Pre on TikTok, and he was going by Rap Repo Man on Facebook. But apparently when I made the video yesterday, he changed his name to Pre Diddy. So yeah. The whole time, this man is sleeping with other men, transsexuals, and women. And just in the course of February to December, you have slept with over 130 people. Y'all just don't know what that did to me, because I'm literally sitting up here being loyal to you. I'm sitting up here being faithful to you. I'm sitting up here being a provider when it's days that I was sick and didn't want to go to work or just didn't feel like going to work. I got up and I went to work because I knew it was stuff that I had to do. I'm sitting up here letting you be an asshole, letting you fuss and do whatever you want to. I'm not arguing back with you. I'm not complaining. I'm not doing none of that stuff. I'm trying to be the person to you that I want. And you don't appreciate it, what you do. You go out there and you prostitute and you sleep with random people. And even the people that you didn't even sleep with, like, you are in like about 500 people inboxes, and I got those screenshots too. So at the end of this video, like, I'm about to attach some of the messages or whatever. But like, you was out here chilling with these other street dudes, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, I know I ain't got nothing to worry about. Like, they probably go get some females or something like that, but I know they ain't doing nothing because, like, all of them got kids and all of them live with their baby mamas. All of them is bloods. Like, they in gangs and stuff, you feel me? And I'm like, I don't have to worry about none of this. Come to find out, this man is sleeping with his friends. Like, who is even doing who? Like, I'm confused. Like, y'all supposed to be some street niggas. So, yeah. I don't know how the person got the messages or got into his phone. Apparently, whoever he was messing with, he left his phone around them, and they end up getting in his stuff and screenshotting it and sending it to themselves or whatever the case may be. But I got it now, and to everybody that was in his inbox that he messed with, I'm going to post this stuff. And I'm not a messy person. I have been with DL dudes plenty of times, and I've never told their business because and not to mention that every time somebody talking about this man or picking at this man, like, I literally had this man back. Like, every time somebody called him slow, dumb, said that he had a mental problem, like, I was having his back, you get what I'm saying? To the point that I got into an altercation with this dude from talking about him, And the dude ended up shooting me 5 times. Dude shot me twice in my neck, through my hand, came out here, half an inch away from my heart, and in my arm. And I still stood by this dude. After the 2 kids, I still stood by this dude. After the cheating, I still stood by this dude. After this man not working or doing nothing, I still stood by this dude. I still brought this man anything that he wanted. I still didn't argue. I still didn't complain. And then anytime this man do something to me and I be like, what you mean? I do got your back. What you mean? Like I got shot for you. He said that it's nothing. He claimed that it's nothing. Like I almost lost my life for this dude. And then you do me like this. Like, bruh, like, I just can't believe it. Like, I stretched myself out for this man. Like, completely stretched myself out for this man. And just to get this type of attention, I mean, like, completely stretched myself out for this man. And for me to get this type of treatment, like, it's crazy to me because, like, dang, like, I just can't believe that all of this stuff is happening. And then when I made a video yesterday, it's people like, oh, I know this dude. I talked to him too. And they sending receipts. So come to find out that you possibly mess with even more than that. Like, I just been at work all day and I haven't had time to actually like go through everything. But like, dude, like, and I'm pretty sure when I post this video and y'all go see who he is, there's going to be some more people like, yeah, he was in my inbox. So yeah, I link with him too. So, like, I'm just saying, like, yo, this is crazy. Y'all all need to go get tested. I went and got tested. Like, y'all all need to go get tested. Like, this is crazy. Like, this man is out here, like, doing the most. Like, people even telling me, like, yo, he's sleeping with, like, 16, 17-year-old girls or whatever. Like, I'm saying, like, bruh, like, yo, the screenshots is crazy. Like, you got this girl skipping school and meeting you in Carriage Hills and Lumberton so y'all can mess around. And she's 16 years old. Bruh, what is you doing? Like, yo, like, bruh, like, for real, like, I'm so disgusted. Like, I never thought that I would hate this man, but I really hate this man, y'all. Like, but yeah, I'm about to post as many screenshots as I can. I know, like, it's a time limit or whatever, but I'm about to post as much as I can, and I'm probably going to hit y'all with a part 3 because, like I said, this stuff is just now going on, and people still sending me stuff, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be some more stuff that need to be said.
Now, a brief synopsis of the second video. Stay with me. Stay with me. So he was answering follow-up questions that people were asking in the comments, and basically he was saying that he didn't expect him to cheat with men because he was actually outwardly homophobic towards all of Bacardi's out gay friends and or people within the community. He would actively separate himself from them, while also consistently making Bacardi feel guilty that he caused Pri to fall in love with him as a man and made him hold shame in his heart where that love should have been. Basically saying it's your fault that I'm this way and that I feel this way. So he was thinking all of this internalized homophobia must mean he really does not want to mess with other men except me. And the only reason I allowed this to happen was because when we met, we were in our early 20s and I really just wanted him. But people are making fun of me now for taking care of him for 9 years, cooking, cleaning, paying the bills while he just sitting on the sofa rolling around in my whip. But if the gender roles were reversed, if he was a heterosexual man, he would actually be considered a good man. Nico, what do you mean? There's always this conversation within heterosexual spaces of, oh, a good man will pay your bills, a good man will help around the house, a good man will, take you on trips, will support you. And actually, I do agree with Bacardi on that because that is a societal rule that's actively being combated by both sides to some degree, but it is something that has been consistently talked about for men and women. So if the roles were reversed, Bacardi would be viewed as a very good man for treating you right and doing all of this for you, and you still treated him like dirt. That's my thing. That's the thing that's really like getting under my skin, because I'm like, for 9 years, I paid all the bills. When it came to your child support, I helped you with that. When it came to driving you around, I let you use my whip. Like, you don't do nothing, so why would you start escorting? And that's my main question is like, you did it for shits and giggles because at the end of the day, I'm paying all the bills. You're just here. It's not even just cheating. You're just running around on me. So that's something I wanted to add into the conversation before we fully move on.
I know a lot of y'all been inboxing me and asking me questions and wanting to get updates and stuff, but y'all got to understand that I've been very, very busy. I do go to work every single day, and I've been, dealing with this situation, so I haven't really been there mentally or emotionally enough to take time out and answer everybody's questions and sit up here and make videos to keep y'all up on everything that's been going on. But like tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little bit of what's been occurring. So for one, TikTok took down the original video. All right. Oh wait, before I even get into anything, let me thank everybody that inboxed me, that was concerned, that was showing love, gave me moral support. Like, I do appreciate it. I read every single message, even down to people being messy and nosy. Like, I read everything. Like I said before, I just haven't had time to hit everybody up individually and inbox them back, either thanking them or answering questions. So now I'm doing both and, clearing up some things. And people that's just seeing me for the first time and what is this dude talking about? I don't know you, who are you, or whatever. A couple of nights ago, I had, got on here and I uploaded a video because my DL boyfriend was outed and a lot of people was confused. And I can understand how a lot of people was confused because they well, you a man, how can you feel like he wouldn't mess with other men? And to be honest, I really didn't feel like he would mess with other men. He was, of course, a lot of DL guys is homophobic, but on top of being homophobic, he didn't want to be around none of my, friends that was a part of that community. So I felt like, he didn't really like them. And then too, he always made me feel guilty for being a man. He made me feel like it was my fault that he fell in love with me, but I was a man. And he always put that on me for years. So I felt like, all right, if he can't deal with the fact that I'm a man, he definitely not gonna go out there and sleep with other men. And also, to answer a question, that was also a part of the agreement. A lot of people was asking me, how could I allow him to sleep with women and get mad when he sleep with men? All right, so whenever we first got together, again, that was 9 years ago, I was very young and very immature. So I was 22, 23. He was just turning 20. So we were both young, and I knew that, he liked females. We were friends for a while before we even pursued a relationship. So I knew this, and he came to me and he was like expressing like, you know what I'm saying, like, we could do this relationship, but I don't think that I could stop messing with females. And I'm glad that he was honest with me, because a lot of y'all get in relationships, not even y'all, but a lot of us get in relationships with people that cheat on us. So for him to express that to me before we even got in a relationship, then it gave me the choice to either agree with it or move on. And yes, again, like I said, I was young, so I agreed to it. But the agreement was, well, if I do this, you can't mess with no men. And he got mad. He like, I don't want to mess with no men. Like, so the whole time I was thinking like, okay, I know it's females, but it'll never be another man. So as time went on, I did catch deeper feelings for him, and I fell in love with him, and it became uncomfortable for him to be with other females. So I expressed that to him. And when I expressed that to him, he allegedly had stopped. At least I assumed that he stopped. So it was absolutely nothing that I thought was going on at the time. Like, it was never any suspicious phone calls or text messages. It was never anything. Like I said in the initial video, like, I was the primary breadwinner and I was the provider. So yeah, I was going to work, coming home, cooking, cleaning. This man was home. Like, we laugh, we talk, we sit and watch movies all day. We go on dates every single weekend. We do the twin thing when we go on dates. Like, his family know about me. I'm not hidden. Like, you get what I'm saying? So yes, to me, I felt like this is a real relationship, even though I'm the primary breadwinner and I'm not out here trying to make him get a job. I didn't care about that. Like, I didn't get into the relationship looking for somebody to take care of me or for somebody that had money. I got into a relationship looking for somebody to love me for who I was, and that he did. So I don't regret that at all. I don't regret the money that I spent taking care of him or buying him things or anything like that. I would have did it if I was straight and I was with a woman. And if I was straight and with a woman and I would have did it, then y'all would have considered me a good man. But just by me being a man and him being also a man, then I was crazy, or like that was a red flag right there. Nah, like, I was in love with this man, and at the time he wasn't capable of working, and I didn't push the issue of him working. As long as one of us was working and we was getting the things that we needed, it didn't matter who it was. Like, that's not my thing when I get into a relationship, because I'm gonna take care of me at the end of the day, if you could take care of me or not. I don't need you or anybody else financially. I need you emotionally, physically, mentally, and that he was doing, that he was providing. So in that way, he was a provider. So moving forward, another question that was asked is, why did I out that man? I never outed that man. Not once. Even when I told the initial story, it wasn't me outing that man. And that's why I think a lot of people had misinterpreted what was going on at the time. So a little bit of the rundown of what was going on. I was with his family member, very, very close family member, earlier that day. And we were out Christmas shopping. So whenever we came back to that family member house and I got my car and I went home, I cooked me something to eat, and I, was sitting down watching TV, and I ended up falling asleep. So I started receiving phone calls like real late at night, the early part of the morning. People know that I go to work very early in the morning. I wake up at 5:30, so nobody don't call me. So it was like suspicious, like somebody's calling me this late. So I think that it's an emergency, or two, think it's him, because like a lot of times if we get into it and he leave and go to his mom's house or his grandmother's house, like what was going on at the time when I did receive the phone call, he'll call me and be like, I want to come back, come and get me. And I'll just get up and go get him and like just be at work all tired or whatever. So like, I'm thinking it's something like that. So whenever I answer the phone and I get like the information that it's a man and he's allegedly with my ex, which was my boyfriend at the time, then like, I'm not believing it. Because for one, he a man if it was a female, because it has been times where that has happened before too. But if it was a female, I would understand. But a man, I honestly didn't believe it, and I asked for proof. And sure enough, this man sent me a whole lot of proof. So whenever I was reading everything and going through everything, trying to process everything, like, I didn't know if I was having a heart attack, a stroke, or just an anxiety attack from reading everything, but my heart was fluttering and everything. So I ended up going to the hospital, which I proceeded to get in touch with the family member that I was with earlier that day and telling the family member about the situation. And the family member like, yo, you just need to get yourself together, calm down, and like, yeah, because the doctor was like, I can't leave unless I get my blood pressure down. So I reach out to the family member, and me and the family member is like speaking with each other, and I'm crying and I'm still upset. And the family member is like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to calm down if you like stay like this. Just calm down. So I completely turned off my phone for a while. So when I turn my phone back on is whenever I'm leaving the hospital, I'm going home to like get ready for work. And everybody is messaging me like, yo, you haven't been on Facebook? Like, yo, what's going on? And I'm like, what? So then I get on Facebook and I see that I'm tagged in messages from off of his page with the same screenshots, voice recordings and everything. So then I'm like, yo, he will never do this. I know that he will not do this. I know that's not him. So like whoever that he's with, this person got access to his phone. This person is like putting everything on here. Like, I'm just upset. And then I'm upset also because like you allow somebody to get that close to you, to get your phone and to get close to me. So like I'm mad, and I take all of the information that was put on Facebook that I was tagged in, along with the information that was sent to me, and I came on here and I started telling the story, and I started telling what was sent to me. It was already public information at this time, so no, I did not out this man. Whoever had access to his phone, hacked into his phone, or whatever the case may be, they are the ones that initially outed this man. They are the ones that told this story. This was tagged on my page for a few hours before it was actually like deleted or whatever. I don't know. I just know that the content was no longer up there. So whenever I posted a video, I wasn't outing him. I literally uploaded all the messages that were tagged with me in it from off of Facebook. So everything that y'all seen, everything that y'all heard was already posted from off of his page and sent to me, and I was tagged in it. So no, I didn't out nobody. Whoever the dude was with outed him, basically. Like, so I don't know if you actually was with somebody that knew about me, that were mad or jealous or whatever. I don't know if you got over on somebody, like finesse somebody. I don't know what the case may be, but I know like I was tagged in this. I'm already going through something because of what I just seen and heard, and now it's on Facebook, and I'm embarrassed. I'm hurt because now the whole world know what's going on, and I'm like, all right, bet. Let me tell my side. So I go to TikTok. I don't really be on Facebook like that posting. I came on TikTok just to tell my story and to tell my side. And yes, I was being messy because I was upset, and my whole intention was to hurt him and embarrass him the same way that I was hurt and embarrassed. So yes, I made a video, but I did not out him. All of the information was public information before I made the video. So that answers another question. No, I'm not ready to move on because a lot of people are trying to talk to me now or in my inbox trying to take me out. I'm really not in the headspace to do that right now. So thank you, but no thank you, not right now. It's too soon for me. I have no like intentions on talking to him or getting back with him, no. But at the same time, I'm not ready to do nothing that's including texting, talking, dating, sexual one night stand. I don't want nothing right now from nobody. Another question that people keep on asking me is, have I talked to him, or do I plan on talking to him? No, I have not talked to him, and no, I don't plan on talking to him. I know his old page from off of TikTok, Peace So Crazy / Uncle Pre inboxed me, but I'm not sure if it's hacked or not. Like I said, I know his Facebook page was hacked, but he is still using his Facebook page even though it is hacked. So I don't know, maybe he is still using that page even though it's hacked. Like, he got me blocked on his new TikTok page, and I got him blocked on the other one. So yeah, the only way he can inbox me right now is off of the old TikTok page. All right, and another question that was asked a lot was, how do I know if my man is DL? Because it seems like you talk to a lot of DL guys. As soon as females had said that, I was like, they went to my OnlyFans page too. And I think a lot of people was getting the wrong idea by going there to my page. Like, I did what I did for a short period of time to make side money. The whole time I was working and I was single. And yeah, I made a video or two or three or a few with some straight guys. That's just because the area I live in is small and it's a rural area. It's not that many gay dudes, and a lot of the guys here choose to be in the closet and masculine. And I can't help it that they choose to live that lifestyle that they live. So yeah, I'm not going to answer that question, even though a lot of y'all females ask me how do they know if they man is DL. I'm not going to answer that question. I'm actually going to save that for a whole nother video entirely of its own. So yeah, y'all just gonna have to stay tuned for that one. If y'all want more content like that, y'all just gonna have to stay tuned for that, because I'm gonna give y'all the rundown, and it's not gonna be what y'all think it's gonna be.
And then the follow-up of, oh my God, I can't believe you outed him. Oh my God. He had to basically come back and say, I did not out this man. The other man that contacted me, that called me at 2 a.m., which I usually don't answer because I'm sleeping for work, but sometimes he calls me after we get into a fight. So, oh my God, I'm sorry, I want to come home. So I run over to his mama's house to pick him up. That's why I answered. He's the one that outed him. He put all of this in the screenshots of him cheating and tricking and, scamming. He put all that on Facebook. I'm just sitting here telling my side of the story. So no, I do not plan on contacting him. No, I have not spoken to him since, and hopefully I don't have to. And I agree with him on that. My thing is, it just goes to show you could be the perfect man. You could be the perfect man. You could do everything right, and a man will just do you dirty. I'm sorry. This is not going to be my, anti-relationship speech, because relationships are beautiful. You should try to find love. What I'm saying is, it just goes to show you could do everything right and somebody will still run game on you. And it's so interesting because I always tell y'all never get involved with DL men for the sole fact that it's usually a dangerous scenario for you, because you're putting yourself in danger by going back into the closet for someone who is not ready to accept who they really are, but also to never romantically get involved with them, because that's extra dangerous. Now the feelings are intensified. I usually sit down and tell people, if you're going to deal with DL men, leave it as a physical transaction. I understand that sometimes some DL men on public YouTube accounts are in my comments saying, oh my God, why are you telling gay men not to be in relationships with us? Get into a relationship with another DL man. If you really want a male relationship that bad and you want to be in the closet, stop going after people that are out, that are trying to do right by people, that are trying to find love, and running game on them and ruining them. Because honestly, if I was Bacardi, I would never touch a man again. I never would. What do you mean I've been cooking and cleaning and working and you've been riding in my whip, wearing the clothes I bought you, driving after I pay for Oh, I would be hot. I would be hot. But yes, that is the story. I will also add in the extra video. I have no more commentary to add on this because I'm actually getting upset. But after this video, I'll see you guys at the credits, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Here's the remaining video.
Alright, so I was about to let the issue go. I wasn't even going to be on here and say nothing else. I had talked to one of his family members earlier today, and I started feeling bad. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let him take me out my character for being who I am. So I was going to actually take the video down. I wasn't going to say no more. I wasn't going to feed into it. Even though, don't get me wrong, I'm still hurt and I still can't believe that he did this to me. But I was going to be the bigger person. So I get online and I go to take the video down. And I see that one of his baby mamas commented on the video. And she had mentioned like me bringing the kids into the conversation. And you know that I don't know her child. And I'm not making this video to be messy or like to start nothing or anything like that. Like, this video is out of respect, but just to clear some things up. Like, whenever I had mentioned the kids, I didn't say any names and I didn't say anything bad about the kids. It was just to show that I'm not hidden and that I do know his family. It's not like I'm just this person that nobody knows about and we doing what we do. Like, I'm actually a part of things. So that was the only reason why I had even mentioned the kids, and to also say in retrospect of him having 2 more kids after we got together and we were living together. The conversation didn't have nothing to do with the kids. And if you felt like I was trying to attack the kids, I never was trying to attack the kids, because like I said, I do know the 2 previous kids and I do know your child. And I know you don't think I know your child, but I do know your child. And I was the one that was giving him half of the money for his part of the daycare. And that was my silver car that he was going and picking up your daughter in. And I know that your daughter name starts with an A, and I will never drop any names or anything, because like I said, this video is out of respect, but I just wanted to let you know, like, I was always in the picture. You had got your daughter a gold nameplate chain and your daughter had left it at my house. Like, I'm letting you know that I really know you. Like, that number that you used to call for him, that was my telephone number. Like, I don't have no reason to lie. You may not know that I knew your child, but I definitely knew your child, and I have nothing but love for his kids. And if they ever needed anything, I would honestly give them anything. Like, I've gave him money and brought them gifts on their birthday and Christmas. Now, if he related over to you, I don't know, but I do know for a fact that his mom know, because it was a few times that I have dropped the stuff off over there, me and him both. So again, I didn't say them or mention y'all to attack y'all. I was just saying that he had 2 previous baby mamas before I met him. And then when I did meet him and we were together, he ended up having 2 kids on me. And I was like explaining that I was never hidden. Like, I know the family and I'm part of the events. Like, you his baby mama, you and I both know that his birthday was a couple of months ago. So like, when they celebrated his birthday, I was there. I was there at the dinner, at the birthday dinner. So like, I'm just saying, I'm not hidden. Like, the videos and everything on there, they know. So again, if you feel like I was trying to attack you, I wasn't trying to attack you, and I wasn't trying to attack your kids. That's something that I'll never do. And to clear up a couple of other things that I've been hearing and seeing, like, this man was not in a relationship when I met him. Actually, when I met him, the girl that's talking about me in the comments, the second baby mama, when I met him, they had just previously broke up like 2 or 3 weeks prior of me meeting him, because he claimed he slept with her best friend and she found out, and they end up getting in a fight and she wouldn't take him back. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm just saying, this is what was told to me. So whenever I got with him, he was not in a relationship. I do remember, like I said in the clip, another thing, I didn't just pick this man up out the streets. This man was my friend before anything. So that's why it was so easy for me to catch feelings, because I did know him and he was my friend. So that's another thing that I want to clear up. I didn't take nobody, man. I didn't knowingly sleep with somebody behind somebody's back or nothing. Like, another thing I want to clear up, like, how would I give him permission to do things that he did or whatever? That was 9 years ago. I was young as well as he was, and I made bad decisions, and I was pretty much thinking about his happiness over my happiness. So yeah, whatever it took to keep my man happy at the time, I was going to do. And that was just one of the things that I was willing to do. Now, did it hurt me? Yeah, it hurt me. Did I want it? No, I did not want it. But yes, I did agree to it. But yeah, like, just clearing up some of the stuff that's being said, like, no, this man was not in a relationship. I don't mess with people that are in relationships. To the baby mama, I didn't mention any of the kids' names. It was just in retrospect of me explaining that he had 2 kids prior that I knew of, and then he ended up having 2 kids on me, and that I do know the 2 prior kids, and you know what I'm saying? But like, there was no shots to you or the kids. Another thing that I've been hearing that I'm trying to clout chase by outing somebody, first of all, I did not out him. Whoever that he was with posted the stuff on his page. They tagged me in it, and they called my phone, and they sent me the information after the stuff was taken down off of Facebook. So I did not out him. I just relayed the message. I told the story, and I wasn't telling the story because of me trying to out him. I was telling the story because I was angry, and I just couldn't believe like what happened. So like, just to clear some things up, you know what I'm saying? No, all of that stuff that y'all hearing, like, or saying that's not the way it went. The way it actually went is, I was young, I was dumb, I fell in love with somebody, they end up playing me, like, and over a course of years, and you not knowing and you thinking that everything is perfect, then like, I fell for it. And that's like anybody else in a relationship, gay, straight, whatever, you assuming that the person that you with is faithful, and if you don't have no proof or nothing like that, you just rocking with it. So like, nah, I wasn't on here trying to be messy, trying to out nobody, trying to do none of that stuff. I wasn't trying to attack your child if you feel like I was coming for your child or anything like that. Like, no names were said about you or your kids, even though I know your name, and I know your name is start with an R. So like, I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. At the end of the day, like I was telling one of his family members, like, it's over with, it's done. I'm hurt, but I'm gonna move on. At the end of the day, I'm still the one making money. At the end of the day, I'm still the one that's prospering, so I don't really care about it. I'm about to let the issue go. I'm just over, like, everything. So, like, yeah, it is what it is.
And now for a brief yet sincere shout out to this week's Third Eye Tier subscribers, Kevin H. and Living Jukebox. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and thank you once again to everyone who supports the channel. We are almost at 39K girlies! And this week's live stream discussion will be over DL Struggle Love. I'm sure we've all had a story or two about that one if you grew up where I grew up. So if you're interested in that, definitely tune in and I will see you all there. They begin from there they all right, because he eventually said in the follow, and I'm like, okay. So why? I usually, now the feelings are intensified.